Hey everybody, and welcome back to another lecture with Coding with Roby. And in this lecture, we're going to set up our edit to-do to auto-populate all of the data based on the to-do ID that's getting passed in. Let's jump on over to our code, and in our todos.py file, let's scroll down until we can see our edit to-do function that brings us to our edit-todo.html page. From here, one of the first things we need to do is pass in the path parameter of to-do ID as a parameter. And we also want to pass in the DB session of getDB. Now we want to call and create a to-do variable which is equal to db.query models.todos.filter models.todos.id equals to-do ID, and just return the first record we find. We then want to pass and enhance our context to now include our to-do of type to-do. Alright, and now let's open up our edit-todo.html page. Now from here, we want to do some housekeeping to make sure our to-do is working. So to start, let's check our title and let's make the value of our input equal to todo.title wrapped in double brackets. I'm going to save the application and go back to our browser and refresh the page. And here we can see that the title now says cut the grass. We go and fetch the to-do based on this to-do ID. We then pass that to-do to our Jinja template and then pass the title of todo.title into our title box. We now need to do the exact same thing for description and priority. But now for our description, because it's a text area, we have to do it slightly different than we're currently doing for our title. Our title, we're using value. Within our text area, we're just going to pass it right in the middle of the text area tags. And now for priority, we have to do an if statement for each option to check if the to-do.priority is equal to that number so we can select and start that option. So inside this option tag, let's say bracket bracket 2% signs. If to-do.priority is equal to 1, we want to say selected equals selected, and that means what option is going to be default for that to do. And then we want to do bracket bracket 2% signs end if after. And we're going to want to copy this for every single option, but just change the condition within the if else to each number of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's now save the application and go back to our browser and refresh the page. We can now see that our title, description, and priority is all filled in. Now our description is spaced off, and that's because of the way we've added it to our DOM. So we can come back over here and remove those spaces in the very beginning. And then resave our application. Now this wraps up setting up our edit to-do to now show all the information about that to-do. So now we know exactly how we're modifying each to-do. This wraps up the lecture, and I will see you in the next video.